Guys, we almost didn't make our flight, but we're going in now. We are headed to Japan. All right, friends, we made it through security, but my hair clip went off. So in the future, just note that if you take everything off and it still goes off at security, it's the hair clip. All right, we're cutting it extra close. We've got 20 minutes before boarding and we have to take a tram. Tell me you are in the Vegas airport without telling me. Alright guys, we are broken and hopped in on our second flight. We made it on our second flight. Alright, we're going through customs now and arrivals. Alright friends, we have made it. We are now waiting for our luggage and then we're heading to the Airbnb. Time to figure out the train station. Alright, for subway, we are taking the Kansai line headed towards Koto. I didn't plan any of this in advance, so we're just gonna wing it. So we're taking the Kansai, so we had to buy a ticket here. They only take cash, so mind that. And we get our ticket and we go to the train stop and we're gonna take a bus to our Airbnb. Okay, note to self, pack way less than you expect because you have to walk everywhere with everything and you'll be shopping. So this is kind of a hassle to get to and from one area to the next. So I kind of wish I only came with my carry-on and bought a luggage to buy stuff. Okay, we made it. I'm gonna show you guys the hotel. We love her. She's quaint. I got one with 2 beds, which I had no idea, but I'm telling you guys, I think I have this for 4 days and it was like $200 total, so like 50 bucks a day or less, and it's so nice. 2 beds, are you kidding me? This would be like 20 bucks a person if you shared it with someone, so that's insane. That's all I gotta say. Okay, let's put on some eyebrows, put some clothes on, and we're gonna go explore. I'm so excited. What is this? As a reminder, don't forget to bring an adapter because I did, so we're gonna go get one. And this is the bathroom. Nice and simple. Nice and simple. Let's see if the hype is what it is. Y'all already know. I keep walking on the wrong side of the street, but everything is on the left here. And I keep walking on the right and it makes it very obvious that I don't belong here. Okay, they have Chinese restaurants here, but what we're not gonna do is get Chinese food in Japan. Alright guys, we're just gonna go to Yakiniku. Okay, I decided to walk in a restaurant and I don't speak any of the Japanese. We're starting off with some beef tongue and everything feels more affordable here. I took the Japanese menu, so I've had to take photos and translate, but they do have a QR code for English menus. I've just been trying to see if there's a difference in price between the Japanese menu and the English menu. The tongue, 10 out of 10 recommend. This I could get used to. I've been trying to practice a little bit of Japanese and I've been making a fool of myself. But we're trying and that's all that matters. And more things I did notice, they do have signs for the direction you should walk, which I do appreciate. And in the US, you stay right, but here you stay left. We got lost a few times, but we made it to the correct platform. Very important, if you don't know where you're going, I highly recommend asking. They do speak English at the help centers. And another thing that's really helpful to look at is if you don't know what direction to go, you can look at the numbers. So let me show you. So the reason I knew I went the wrong way is because my goal is to get to A18 and I was on the platform across the way, which was taking it to A1. So super helpful just to look at those numbers. I did watch a whole video, so I'm going to share what I learned about the subway station shortly. So we are going to A4 Sensoji. So what I learned watching a YouTube video on the train ride is that rather than buying the tickets every single time, we can buy either a Suica pass or a Pasimo pass. So these are the passes. Now this is the machine to fill it or purchase a ticket. So I can't buy the pass here, but what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna purchase one of these and then I'm just gonna refill it. And what's cool is you can use them at the subway and then you can also use them at like 7-Elevens. Okay, then since we're walking on a much more dead street right now, I'll talk a little bit more about my experience so far. Everything is super walkable. I enjoyed that very much. Everyone is really nice, but if you are solo traveling for the first time, I do recommend at least learning a little bit about the culture. Otherwise, it will feel very foreign. And even the language, and as someone who took Japanese in high school, it still feels so foreign because it's been like 10 years since I've spoken or since I've learned about the culture. And so, highly recommend. Small tips, also walk on the left. It's not on the right, it's on the left here. You actually don't need as much cash as I thought. I changed, again, 300 to yen, but apparently you don't need as much because everywhere takes card. The transit system is very simple. Just use the numbers like I mentioned earlier. Try to have restaurants planned in advance. It's kind of hard to find stuff while you're here. Usually, I highly recommend just saving a list, and I'll tell you all the locations that I went to in this video, and I'll also have it below in case you guys want to save all of them. And then, yeah, don't be afraid to make new friends and ask for help because people are very nice. So if you learn how to just say sumimasen, which means excuse me, and ask a question, or you can say like eigo ohanasemasu, which means like eigo means English, hanasemasu means like do you guys speak English? That will also help a lot. So we made it. We are a few blocks away, but it is packed out here and there's a ton of people in the streets selling different activities. 100% we are in a tourist area, but I am so excited. We made it. We made it. We are at Sensoji Temple and it is pretty packed. We're gonna see what it's like on the inside. Highly recommend using ChatGPT or Gemini during your trips, but just in case you're lost or don't know what to do, I wasn't sure if there was a mission to Sensoji, and it is free. It's open to the public, and it's the oldest standing temple in Tokyo. Ta-da! Kind of crazy. We're going in and under. Oh, this is so cool. This place is huge. We're going in multiple directions. And there's just so much to see. Like, absolutely stunning. So in Sensoji Temple, this is called Nakamise. And this is where everyone just kind of shops, walks around. It's a busy, busy street. There's a ton of food. I'll show you guys everything that's available. So you can see there's a ton of souvenirs. There's food. A ton of little trinkets and souvenirs. Alright friends, I think we made it to the next section and the actual entrance of the temple, so I'm going to show you guys. And it is packed. My friend did recommend coming before 9 a.m. but I wanted to sleep in, so this is what I get. So we are headed into the entrance now. Wow, this is so cool. Oh, this is so pretty. I cannot. Look at that architecture. That is so pretty. Wow. Oh my gosh. And then you get to write a wish usually here. Okay, so we're gonna try to draw a fortune, which is traditional here, and hopefully get a good one. Okay, these are the instructions in Japanese, but in English, you essentially drop 100 yen, and then you just pray for your wish, shake the box, and you pull a stick out. Okay, first things first, I need to get my 100 yen. So drop 100 yen, shake the box, lightly with your hand. Oh, I think we got one. I think we got one. Okay, so now we pull it out, and I have 49. So we're gonna look for the number 49, and we're gonna pull out our fortune, and I hope it's a good one. We got 49, which is right here. Let's see what we got. So it says just like the full moon on the 15th and at night, is brilliant. Your fortune will be full and brilliant. You have no trouble in your mind, and I got a lot of trouble. And the moon is clear and clean. The dark clouds are not seen in the sky anywhere. No clouds are found all over the sky. It is really clean and clear and beautiful. Your request will be granted. And the rule is, if you get a bad fortune, you just tie it to this rack and you let it go. You can also get incense. It's 200 yen, and the incense is essentially praying, and they have these little heaters and lighters so that you can put them into the little shrine. We're getting our incense. Arigato. Arigato gozaimasu. Okay, let's run. We got our cash, we got our incense, and we are going to go do it. And I need to change my big balls, I'm not gonna lie. Alright, here we go. Now we're gonna go light our incense. And so Sensoji, I just looked it up. It's actually a Buddhist temple, which is what my family grew up with. And so I just did this for Lunar New Year. But we're gonna light the incense in the fire and then go place it into the little temple. So we're just gonna light our incense, and just like that. And so the tips are pretty much and I just like to twist it. Okay, as a tip, I've always hated it as kids when adults held their incense like pointing down. You want to hold them pointing up so you don't poke or burn anyone, and I always hold it a little higher, just so I don't run into the kids, but just to be safe, always hold it up. You can see people are making a wish, and then they're putting the incense in here. See as well, this is where people drop off donations. And then we go in here, and we're going into worship. So we are just at the main hall, and this is the main hall that we were just talking about, where everyone goes in and they can place their incense, they can draw donation. We just finished going to the temple. We're gonna go grab breakfast now at a place that my friend recommended, and then matcha. The location we're going to is called Sensoji for breakfast. It's a 0.2 walk, and then we're gonna go to Hatoya, which is a matcha spot close by. I definitely do want to get some souvenirs. I don't think they're the cheapest here, but they're so pretty. Also, small note, highly recommend having a portable charger because you will be using your phone to get around. You will be taking a ton of photos and videos, and I highly recommend wearing comfortable shoes because you will be walking a lot. I decided to wear my Hokas. I almost wore my Dunks, and I'm glad I didn't. All right, we're making our way to the restaurant. Friends, we made it, and there's a line. So it's definitely a good place. Again, this is called Misoju, and it's a sleep and right spot. But I did have a hard time finding breakfast spot, so this is recommended from a friend who lives here. Okay guys, so we just made it in. It is a set menu. Okay friends, we just finished eating and we are headed to the matcha spot. But I did make new friends from Calgary, and important thing that I learned, shout out to you Rachel, is that you don't need to buy each individual train ticket, which I knew. I talked about that card, right, the pass. But what you can do is actually go to your Apple Wallet, hit the plus, add the card, add a transit card, and you can add the Suica or the ICOCA card or the Posmo card, and you can just add money from your Apple card, and so you don't even need cash. The more you know. Alright, so now the street we're walking around is Asakusa Street, and it's just a ton of shopping. Oh, Japanese knives. Stop. Stop. Okay, so we actually ended up making our way back to the main street of the temple, but we're gonna cross through and go towards the matcha spot. Alright, it looks like we found the Mochi spot too. We're gonna come back for the Mochi. Get to the matcha spot, come back for the Mochi. We are pulling up on the matcha spot, and the line looks insanely long. It closes at 3 p.m. So hopefully we get there in time. My friend was definitely right on doing things early. I should have woken up earlier and done all of this, but we decided to sleep in and enjoy the solo trip. So we are dealing with the consequences, which means lining up for everything. But the line at the restaurant for breakfast wasn't too bad, and the line here looks kind of bad, but we're already out here. And then after this, we're going to Shibuya. So this is the line from Victoria. And you can tell it's pretty long. But, again, we are already here. Ten out of 10. Highly recommend. I also highly recommend getting the mochi, strawberry mochi with matcha. So good, and I have matcha all over my mouth, but 10 out of 10. All right, we're taking the trains from above this time. I hope we're going the right way. My phone is about to die, so we're gonna stop at a coffee shop once we get to Shinjuku after we buy some tea, coffee shop, charge the phone, and then we're good to go. And then we're also gonna go to Shibuya. All right, friends, we made it to Shinjuku with 1% battery left on my phone, so we're gonna go find a charger, but there's a lot of construction going on in Shinjuku right now, and the station is kind of crazy, so I do highly recommend asking for help if you get lost, but right now I'm trying to go to a tea shop. So we made it to the Senso tea shop, and the goal is to come out of here with some different teas and to try some. Alright y'all, we just got a bit of a charge and we went to a local Starbucks, but we are now headed to the Tokyo Metropolitan Government Building, which is located in Shinjuku. And we're just walking there. It's about a 13-minute walk from where we just came from. But you can see there's just so many buildings. I think everyone's just getting off work because it is a Wednesday. But it is stunning. I will say if you're visiting Japan, I highly recommend having your itinerary and locations to go planned ahead of time. It'll just make it easier to navigate around. And then after this, we're gonna go do a little shopping and probably grab some food. The police station is that way and Shinjuku post office is that way. But the reason why we're going to this building is because it's right there. I can see it actually. It's right there. It's one of the two things sticking out. But it's supposed to give you a free 360 view of Tokyo. Supposedly free. It said it closed at 5 p.m. and it's 5:30, but it did say the observation tower was closing at 10 p.m. So we're gonna give it a shot. All right, so as you can see, we're headed to the Tokyo Metropolitan Government Center. I'll take you guys on a little walk with me. It is really pretty. I will say Shinjuku feels a lot more like a financial district. But I'm also not in the super crowded area. That's going to be in the other direction. So we want to go to this government building first, and then we'll go backwards. All right, let's check how many steps we have, because I'm assuming it's a ton. Let's see. Just on today, and our day is not even close to over, we have 10,400, 11,032, it's updated, 11,032 steps. So this looks like building number 1 of the Tokyo Metropolitan Building. We're gonna see how we get to the observation deck, but it's gorgeous. There's observatory there, which you guys can't see, but amazing. I also love how everywhere you go, they have directions to bathrooms. So as a tourist, you never have to worry about not having a bathroom on this trip because they're everywhere. And everything has a sign. Alright, observatory. And that says Tokyo building number 1. Observatory. Alrighty. I think we're just gonna hop in this line. We're good to go. Alright, so we are in line now for the observatory. And it looks like there is a north and south. Okay, so definitely open after 5 p.m. There is a line to go up to the observatory, and you do get your bags checked, so just a heads up. Okay, so definitely open after 5 p.m. There is a line to go up to the observatory, and you do get your bags checked, so just a heads up. Okay, we made it. I'm going to show you the view. We're on the 45th floor. And look how insane that view is. Alright guys, I'm going to show you one more view. Okay, to give you guys an idea of where we are. So we're currently at the Metropolitan building, which is up there. And tomorrow we'll be visiting the shrine. Tonight we're going down here towards Shibuya. And we haven't gone to the Yokocho Tower yet. But if we keep going across the map. Okay, I don't have the Imperial Palace on my list, but next time I come. And then if we keep going on, there's Tokyo Sky Tree, and this is Asakusa, which is where we were earlier, with all of the Sensoji Temple. Pretty cool, they have a ton of souvenirs here. And then an entire cafe where people are just hanging out. So definitely recommend going there. Don't regret coming at all. And very thankful to miss it. Alright guys, that was awesome. We are in line for the elevator to leave now from the 45th floor. And we are going to head to the rest of the area we want to see in Shinjuku before we go to Shibuya. Okay, I hear some music, and I think that they actually also show something on the side of the Metropolitan building, so let's take a look. That's insane. Okay, that is so cool. I highly recommend coming to Metropolitan Government Center. So cool. Wow. So we are now walking to Omoide Yokocho, which is, I guess, a shopping area. Alright guys, we're getting close to the Omoide Yokocho, and run, and run. It's popping out here. So, huge advice is, again, I thought there wasn't going to be too much to do in Shinjuku. You just have to do the research ahead of time, unlike me. I will say it did work in my favor that I ended up in a Starbucks, so enjoy the natural sounds and sights of Shinjuku. Okay, this is definitely a busy crossing. I can't even imagine what the Shibuya crossing is going to be like. Alright, well, I think we made it. Omoide Yokocho. So it looks like the street is full of Yakitori, which is like skewers and meat. But you can see Yeah, it's super sweet. They're like mini shots. With a ton of yakitori. I think I'm gonna give one of them a try. I haven't decided which one. This one's got squid. There are so many options. I don't even. I think we're gonna go to one of the popular ones back there. Alright, we've decided we're gonna eat at one of those. We made it. I did have to grab an English menu because it was complicated, but this place only does pork. So if you don't eat pork, don't necessarily recommend. But I'm gonna try the 6 kinds of Japanese stewed pork. Alright, I made some new friends. Mochi! That's really good. Pork liver. 10 out of 10. So we just finished doing Omoide, Yokocho, and having Yakitori and skewers, and we are now at the Shinjuku 3D cat, which is this little sign right here. Hopefully my battery doesn't die before you guys get a chance to see it. As you can see, it is super busy. I'm still debating whether I want to do Shibuya today, but we will find out. There is the famous 3D cat. Okay friends, we decided to YOLO and we're going to Shibuya tonight. We made it all in a day. We're gonna go through and head out to the scramble crossing. Is it possible to be freezing and sweating at the same time? Because I am. But we're walking towards Shibuya now and Hachiko Square, which is actually where the pup waited for his owner and never came back. Alright, so this is what it looks like once you come out of the Shibuya station. Now we're gonna head that way. I can see it already and it looks insane. Insane. Alright guys, I think this is it. Honestly, it's not that busy. It's not that bad. Alright, I apologize that it's noisy, but we've made it. Alright, let's see what it's all about. There's a famous shop here called the Mega Don Kyoji, but it's like famous for makeup and anything you could literally look for, like chargers, makeup, everyday products, snacks. So we're gonna go in and I believe we're here. There she is. You can even get contact lenses. It's definitely crazy in here, but you can see they've got all sorts of different products, skincare. It's super crowded in here, so I'm trying to film without getting people, but I want to show you guys what products there are. Alright, so you guys can see there's a floor guide. There's literally food and grocery, event stuff, products and cosmetics, which I believe where we are. More cosmetics, kitchen, and tax-free, which is crazy. So we're gonna go upstairs and see what else there is. Cosmetics for men, shampoo. Okay, not gonna lie, this is the laundry and men's cosmetics, but it's also where the sweets are, so we're stopping. All of the sweets. All right, they've got every Kit Kat flavor you could possibly ask for here. We're going to floor number 3. So far, we've just copped Kit Kat because we went to the other store and already spent a ton. We even have medications, and we know what that is. Friends, I am pooped. That is it for day